you talked to here a bit of we'll call it a learning lesson when it comes to your digital growth journey. And it's around, you can spend a lot of money with very little result. I think this is one that I'd love to hear what you say, because I see this all the time at financial brands, specifically on the marketing side. I'd love to get into your head with this for a moment.
Oh yeah, when digital marketing was first introduced to me by our marketing team, I'm going to say 7-8 years ago now, it was just this new thing, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to do these, Google searches, and then it was SEO and SEM. I think was probably the extent of what the acronyms were at that point. And I said, well, why? For what's going to be the result, right? And during the headlights. So we kind of ventured into this, attempting to create this ecosystem and this funnel,
right?
And ended up spending a lot of money with very little result. The level of brokenness was really, and allow me to use the word brokenness, was really revealed to me when we implemented our CRM Salesforce.
Yes.
And once we got the visibility into the ecosystem that Salesforce provided, I found that the major gap was actually at the top of the funnel, where we seemed to be able to attract leads, but we were unable to attract the right leads, and therefore they didn't lead to loan conversions. And so the amount of money you can spend on generating those leads can be massive, and unless some decent portion of them can convert to closed loans, you're totally wasting your money.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to do it over again, honestly, what I would do is I would hire internally somebody with a proven track record, which probably didn't exist much 7 or 8 years ago, but does now.
Right.
So that's the other thing, is if you're just now getting into this and getting serious about it, there are people out there who know what they're doing, and hire those people. They at least need to have somebody internally who knows how to manage the external vendors that you'll also be using for the process.
I agree 100%. I can tell you the dozens of times that we have gone in and have diagnosed a financial brand's digital marketing efforts, and they're working with a third party, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you don't have that core competency internally to at least oversight, you're at a big risk for, getting sold. Hey, well, we got you this much audience reach, and we got you this many clicks, and okay, great. Well, how many conversions? And out of that, how many conversions did we pull through and actually fund? And why did we not fund them? So I think on the flip side of the equation, though, if you have that, and you touched on this, it wasn't all failure, because you were able to realize where the brokenness was, and then take action to fix. How can you transform that conversation? Because I've seen the flip side of the equation, like, oh, we've dabbled in digital, this stuff, we've done these ads, but it just didn't work. And you know what? We're not going to do it again. And they look at it as a negative experience and not a learning experience. How do you transform that conversation for another leader?
I'm just going to say that the future business is a digital business, and that you're going to have to pay some tuition to figure out how to run that digital business. And that's the cost of doing business, is the tuition you pay to figure that stuff out.
That's a great way.
Converting back to the old way is not going to move your organization into the future the way it needs to be moved.